I do not see importance in any form of citizenship. I feel like we are all one species.
I personally would say an American. I have lived in many places in my life, and Oregon is just a small part of a big whole. The right here in Oregon for gay marriage, I definitely am a supporter of that, whereas, as a country, we haven't decided on that.
I think both are important as far as being an Oregonian and from a community standpoint, and being aware of where your purchase power is and where your money goes. I mean, that alone, buying, supporting the local economy versus larger businesses.
As a new citizen, it's very, very important to be involved in your local and your statewide issues and therefore elections, because you're electing people that will ultimately represent your interests here locally at the federal level. By understanding the process here statewide, it also is going to impact your understanding of the national elections, and so you're as a new citizen, your right to be able to influence all of that is very important.
I appreciate my ability to participate in democracy and American values.
The right to vote is the right to participate in the way our country is run to a small extent. It's a great privilege and should not be overlooked.
I think it's great. I think the voting system is still totally broken, and it's especially in certain states where it's harder for people, for certain types of people to vote. So while we are free to vote to an extent, requiring identification in certain states to vote and everything, I think those are all problems that need to be addressed, and I think it would encourage more people to be a part of the political revolution.
And it makes our country a democracy. However, sometimes I wonder how much difference my vote actually makes when our government has become so polarized that people don't think as individuals as much anymore.
I believe that radical Islam is an atrocity that only can come about by society putting too much belief system into a myth that was created a long time ago by either a lunatic or a genius who wanted to have power over everyone. Groups like ISIS and other radical Islamists will continue to rise as religion continues to plague society.
I do not agree with anything radical, especially, when it involves killing other people because of your religion. But there's also a lot of other radicals just in America that, do the same thing. So I definitely would hold those in the same standard.
I think all religions have radical based. If you look at statistics, people are dying for a lot of other really sad things here in America, a lot more than radical Islamic terrorism. I don't think people should be afraid of Muslims.
Ultimately, if there is no country, or we let in people here who would destroy it, it's a threat to our ability to actually protect all of humanity. Ultimately, radical Islamists will turn on themselves and their own citizens in the countries, and they already have in Syria, Iraq, Iran, and others. Horrible outfit that's willing to behead people, drown them in cages, etc. And if there's not a recognition of the difficulty with that, then probably there's an inconsistency with being an American citizen of the United States at any rate.
Do you believe that you will support all of the U.S. laws, or are there higher laws, such as religious laws? Please explain.
I do believe that I will support all laws that the U.S. reinforces.
I will support all the U.S. laws and do my best to follow my religious laws. U.S. laws are a must for our country to run well. There may be laws I'm not happy about, but I will abide by them. I believe my religious laws are to benefit others and therefore will do my best to follow them.
Religion, yeah, and separation of church and state, right? Which is, to me, seems to be getting less and less. And in all reality, I think the concept of separation of church and state is great. I don't think that it should have anything to do with our laws.
I believe that law is very important to society, and I seek to obey all laws as they stand today. However, as an individual, I don't agree with all the laws, and if I were asked individually to support abortion, or if I were asked to kill someone in a war, I would have to say that my moral compass does not allow that.